Receiver's going to run down the field that far. I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gee. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Gee. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Motion from the wideout. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the edge, it's Hussein. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions.
Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the shot to clear with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Barnes. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll run it from the gun. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass hits complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying play action. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Going for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right on target this time. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used... Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibbs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibbs. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and
turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give out of the gun. Finds a little space. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Avant. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving. He's got it on the run. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Oh, they're after him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. One more play to pad the stats. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.